What's a mighty good word, party folk? It's your mom, High Priest. I'm up here on Mars's Day. It's Tuesday, January 9th, about afternoon. Oops, I apologize. There's an eyelash. This reading is for the Gemini Sun, Moon, Rising Collective. I do collective readings as well, so this may resonate even if you don't have a distinguished Gemini placement in your natal chart. I am Armando. I am your effervescent mercurial gesture. So Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising. I think we might as well just get into it, right? Gemini magicians, High Priest, High Priestesses, Gemini kings, Gemini queens. This is your highest royal court. As I mentioned, I'm your effervescent mercurial gesture with the divine messages for your inspiration as we approach the new moon in Capricorn and the Lunar New Year later this month or after this month. Y'all, I took a little break because I was very sleepy, and I was feeling creative in different ways other than tarot. Although I was studying a lot of tarot. Anyway, Gemini, you have like the Ace of Swords and then the Ace of Swords in reverse. See, yes, and the moon is currently in Sagittarius, which would be the opposite axe node to the Gemini node. Not that that means a lot in regards to the astrology, but because you have been in a really, or you've been in a manifestation, you've been in your magician's mode. It does have a lot to do with declaring a lot of past stuff, declaring the clearing away of it. You do have the Ace of Wands here, card number 13 with Aries I am. So a lot of fire energy. The 10 of Pentacles with card number 45, part of fortune increase, which is we love to see this, right? You are at that point of recognizing how much attention you do give to feeling gratitude. So the Sun in Capricorn is helping you to acknowledge what comes from what you have attained, what you possess. So in the natural world, how far you may be looking at things as far as how far you've come along, but the suggestion here from Spirit is more, can you feel that creative power and passion that comes with knowing that you have created all of this? So you have attained, you have acquired, you have worked hard for, you have experienced, so that you gain wisdom all throughout your lifetime, or however you may be looking at even just the short period of time from the fall until now. But this does culminate a lot of what has happened for you in the last couple years. I'll leave it at that, because it does give me a stretch, a long time, 7-year kind of mark coming up for you. I also have the High Priestess with the number 2, the Moon, the Soul card. And then I have the Ace of Swords, like I mentioned, with card number 39, the air element, communicating. So there's a lot of with these two cards next to each other, you are it's like you're hitting the ground running, but more so in a psychic level where you're acknowledging that you are very intuitive, and it does have a lot to do with the logic that you possess, the level of intelligence that is partnered with wit, and your wisdom, your experience, your knowledge, your wisdom through experience, and your knowledge through even like academia, or just that common sense knowledge. But this also gives me a lot of inherited gifts. So having inherited gifts from like the mother, the lineage from your mom. But okay, so here's where it gets a little muddy, is where there's a lot of significance for where you have declared your independence. So that reminds me that I was meditating on the Empress for your overall quality of like vibration, however you want to pertain to that. So I do have the Venus in Taurus, Venus in Libra kind of vibration. Venus really talking to the South Node in Libra at the moment, which brings up the South Node again. The reason I keep talking about the South Node is because it's here, and a lot of it does have to do with the natural world of you wanting to attain more, perhaps get a new job, perhaps be promoted in your job, or perhaps just kind of align your career more so in a way where you're able to teach and lead through teaching. So it's like, where are you at as a student, and where can you cut away as far as like realizing your true leadership potential? I have a feeling, or I have this like nudge that tells me that you've never seen yourself as that teacher. Or even if you are currently a teacher, you're now elevating because you're detaching, you're removing, you're clearing away a lot of what you used to pertain to. So we're again going back to the Ten of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands, you're realizing that it wasn't even so much that you set out to do to complete and acquire and accomplish goals. It was that you actually had the wit, you had the passion, and you had the energy, and you had the control to get through it. So you're acknowledging those aspects of you. You're acknowledging that your wit, your intelligence, your logic, together with passion, can align you to gain more. And you are set up to gain more, as is the case for a lot of folks, depending on where you place your focus as far as your values. So I'm running to get these, I'm like, maybe I should grab these values. So you are more so, if you aren't, it is suggested that you enter that realm of realizing that it's not you setting out to accomplish something that gives you your power. Your power comes from your logic and your passion intuitively coming together, and you intuitively running with that passion and that logic to the end goal. It's what's happening in the midst of all that, where you're gaining a lot of wisdom and acknowledging a lot of control and acknowledging your freedoms. So you're probably either have been traveling and planning more travel. This could involve like mountainous regions, so flights over mountains to other mountainous areas. But back to the High Priestess and the Ace of Swords, you are no longer being tied down by that oppressive emotional states where you had no sort of even a desire to control your emotions, because you're able to sort of detach a little bit or dissociate a little bit. You're now actually you've been through this process of cleansing and clearing away. Thank you so much. Yes, wow, as the forgiveness card jumps out, so Pluto and Neptune, Pluto being in Capricorn right now, I think this has happened, it has surprised you in that you have been able to literally go through like a dark night of the soul in the last year, maybe. And that has, so it could have involved like therapy and therapeutic treatment, which could also include like medicine, traditional like science and medicine, as I say, industry. So you're acknowledging sort of, yes, like the magician. Let me ring the bell. Order in the court. I sometimes feel a little bit like wow. Okay, yes. So here is in acknowledging that so I was saying that I feel dusty sometimes, which is funny to say. I apologize, Gemini. When I take a few days off and I sleep a lot, I come back feeling very out of it. So I apologize for my choppy explanations. But on the other hand, I was getting a lot that you have through a lot of this dark night of the soul process. You have been able to cut away a lot of the emotional baggage that wasn't really even it's something that you had accepted as far as like from, let's just say, childhood or from early age, where you perhaps where you were aligning yourself with a particular vision that someone else assigned to you. So it could very well be your mother. It could very well be ties to the mother or even the father, just a parental guardian type figure. You have since moved away from that. You have cleared away a lot of those visions that were not particular to you. And so that has been a lot of what has allowed you to come into noticing and realizing what actually matters to you. And what actually matters to you is the process, is learning, is attaining knowledge, is acquiring wisdom through process, through going through motions. So now you're coming back to your magician as the Empress. You're really being asked by Spirit, by God, whoever it is that you pray to now deliver consciously from your subconscious to deliver to your conscious mind, to your conscious waking life, to deliver all of this information to you so that you're able to allow flow to just come into your psychic flow, come into acknowledging that you're surrounded by magic, come into realizing that you have more clarity in your emotional field, in your emotional state, more than you've ever realized. And now it's more about seeing the fun that you can have as an independent, regardless of whether you are in a relationship or not. I have a sense more of like, you're feeling this freedom and independence from a single self, like your single entity. Attractiveness, which is in popularity. Yes, you will seek more. I apologize, there's like honking. You will be put more on the stage, so you will be looked at more. You are meant to see beauty, you are meant to attract, so seek it. Okay, you have authority. In that case, you are a teacher. You're probably going to be looked at a lot It is a good time to either publish or get published or be on a stage of some sort with high popularity, attractiveness, and beauty. So you are literally encompassing the Empress. I love the Empress in the Wanderer's Tarot. And then over here, you acceptance, forgiveness, and industry. So, as is the case with shadow work, the things that you work through come out in your reality, and that's coming out in your job. So, a lot of the work that you have done to come out of the vision that others had for you, and now accepting your own vision through forgiveness. I'm not saying it was easy. I'm saying you've come all that way through forgiving others, but more importantly, forgiving yourself, your young self, for relying on others to give you the vision, and for you to seek that as your end goal. Now you're actually coming back to your singular polarity and seeing that there is a whole new you. You are feeling very youthful regardless of age. You are coming back into beauty. So this could very well be aesthetics, and that's beautiful. We love to see it, right? We're very visual. As humans, we're very tactile and there's that pragmatism. So yes, coming back into your abundance as far as now you're seeking and looking at true emotional self, okay? So again, adventure, watch where you're spending, says the Mile High Priest. We have Mercury in Cancer here with 3 of Cups. So you're probably going on a trip with your friends, your 2 best friends or something like that. So watch how much you're spending, but also have fun. Yeah, be fun, have fun. As long as you're making sure that you're not spending all your time and money on one thing. Look at you, 10 of Swords in reverse. Hell yeah. Isn't this the Gemini? This could very well be the Sun in Gemini card. So you're feeling the long haul. You're looking at more you know what? Yeah, maybe I perhaps did perceive myself as going through everything. I felt everything and I let it all take over, and that was part of the shadow work. So you're out of that. Order in the Gemini court. Y'all, I know it may seem like I'm getting so many chills from y'all's read. I know it may seem like I'm totally chill, but I'm getting the chills. And here is the Hermit card. It came out in reverse, but you really had to go. It may have taken you a little bit longer to recognize what actually was the purpose of you going inward. But now you do see, oh yeah, this is the Hermit card. Okay, now you do see Gemini. Why you did that, why you had to go inward, why you had to take a step back from center stage, because God called, okay? Sun in Capricorn called and said you must come into your perfect balance alignment of logic and emotion, okay? Your passion together with your emotion must be balanced in a logical and driven logically with your new logical sense, okay? Wow. You're ready to fly out though. My goodness. Okay, there's a lot to say now. Okay. Through your new found sense of logic, through your new, because of clarity, gaining clarity by removing yourself from old, murky emotions that were not dealt to you, or that were dealt to you by others that you picked on, and then you took that on as your vision of how to culminate and how to accumulate and attain. Now you're coming into your own serenity through a balance of, hey, I can listen to others, but I don't have to take on their visions. I have my actual own vision. I'm a teacher, I'm a publisher, I'm a digital content creator, I'm a student of life, and I'm a teacher. So I must now rise to that occasion. That is going to gain you your new, that new industry that you're seeking, that new line of work, or that promotion into that line of work, that role. It's like you really are coming out of that, not recognizing yourself, which is, I'm saying it like it's a bad thing, but like you've had a lot of fun. You've come a long way. You've learned a lot. You're back to feeling youthful, fun, young. As the sun card flips out, right? Y'all, this is beautiful. That's what I was gonna say too, is that I'm talking really slow and like out of it, but it's because I took my time off and now I'm, it's like I come back a little dusty. Look at this, another Ace of Swords. Okay, wow. But like, yes, please be careful of how many new things you take on, how many new roles you take on. Wow, the sun. Yeah. Okay, as I was saying, you're coming back to your youth. You're coming back to your beauty. So again, watch out how much fun you're having, right? As you come back online, as you come back, there's travel ahead of you. You're going somewhere. Be careful how many things you've got on your plate, right? As you're coming back online. Yeah, that's such a cool like reading for you guys. Thank you so much, Goddesses. You know what? And I know I'm apologizing, but maybe I'm happy that I'm keeping it chill for you guys, for the Gemini collective. I was excited to deliver this message for you because I knew it was like, what's with the Empress? Okay, yeah. Lord of Great Strength, the Nine of Wands in reverse. Okay. So the moon in Sagittarius, and which is currently the moon in Sagittarius, and the Eight of Cups in reverse, which is Saturn in Pisces. So this is why you're in Empress mode, because you are getting ready for, you've put down what doesn't work, okay? You're walking away from giving attention, time, attention, money, whatever you consider as currency, which I would consider all of that currency: time, money, energy, attention. You're moving away, you've been able to walk away from, so now it's making sure you maintain your posterity, that you don't throw everything, two sheets to the wind sort of thing. Here, Queen of Pentacles. Wow, that's what I was, wow, okay. I know I didn't mention it, but yes, Queen of Pentacles, as coming from the Empress as your archetypal energy, coming into the Queen of Pentacles means that you're like coming back to earth. You're coming back down. That's why you went to Empresshood. That's why you did your Dark Night of the Soul. That's why you're feeling all this passion now, because you're able to see the magic. That's why you're clearly the magician in this like underlying energy. That's why you're putting down burdens That's why you're picking up a bunch of new tasks and new adventures. That's why you're interested in going back to school, even though you have all this work to do. And that's why you're interested in going on more travel, even though you were just traveling. Because you see the magic, right? You see the magic. Here you are encompassing all air signs. You're seeing the magic in the little things. You're seeing the magic in the big things. You're seeing the magic in the big picture. And you're seeing the magic in the how you've brought your life into color. Like now you're in living color. Wow. The magician. The freak, you're here, okay? As I was talking about the magician. Cool. 4 of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles. You're wanting to come back into, okay, please don't put all the eggs in one, don't count all your eggs, or don't put all the eggs in one basket. Yes, there's something about like, don't take a huge risk right now, because you are coming more into that balanced, moderate alignment. And right now it is more so looking at all your new personalities, looking at a means of finding yourself more grounded. You're gonna have a lot of fun. How are you going to, like I see in the next month or so, like just a lot of fun in the next 1 to 2 to 3 months, just having a lot of fun. How can you funnel all of that before you make the big jump, before you declare that you're tired of being where you are, before you make that next big move? How can you come to funnel and filter all the fun that you're having to make sure that you're supposing yourself as this new person? Like you're coming into this new like vision and version of you. So before you jump, before you fully take the biggest risk ever, before you move, before you quit, before you like fight for that whole new job, what will help you to come to feeling this new sense of self? Okay, by first going through this acknowledgement, okay, having your fun that you've already lined up, going through that, getting your travels out of the way, having your fun, coming back to your youthful state. And then once you're feeling all of that, declare your grounded space, declare your new sense of self, declare your new selfhood, and then go from there. Okay, before that, it's just meant right now, the timing is more meant for you to expose yourself to this new childlike version of who you are, and not run out the door just yet. Things are still landing, and you're still landing with your feet fully planted on the ground. You're still acknowledging how to be more earthly, be more passionate driven, be more driven passionately in this new landscape that you're now in, as a new sense of self, and feeling like a younger, youthful, more beautiful version of who you are. Wow, congratulations, Gemini. To me, this is beautiful. You're beautiful. Please keep it so real. Pack lightly on your adventures. Don't make the biggest drastic moves just yet. There's a little bit of more like push and pull and play, okay? Like you're going many ways. You're still uncrossing and untethering and uncording and coming into your new self. Please enjoy. Keep it so real. I send you all the love. Keep it light. Keep it real. You got